Hello and welcome to the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr., and this platform was created to motivate and to inspire in hopes that you will become a better you. And before I get started, I'd like to always give a shout out to all of those that are listening all over the world, especially right here in North Carolina. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where I'm from, the Trey folk. Right here in Greensboro, the Gate City, Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, the Bulltown, Charlotte, North Carolina, surrounding areas, Virginia, the Commonwealth State. Thank you guys for tuning in. Canada, Brussels, Belgium, to the French-speaking community, those that are abroad. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I want to take some time to say hello to those down in Texas, those that are in Atlanta. Thank you guys for tuning in. Los Angeles, thank you guys for tuning in. Jacksonville, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the Ross Cloud Podcast. Listen, we have a very special guest in the building. We have the one and only, the West Georgia Elite, are here with us on today. And we're going to shed light on this super star student athlete, Kayla Pinkard. We're going to highlight this sister on today. We're super proud of her here at the Ross Cloud Podcast. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We have a few of her coaches here with us. Well, really, all of her coaches, including Mama and Daddy in the building, you know? Yes, sir. Ain't nothing like a strong foundation with the family. So we're going to go ahead and get right on into it. So we have Lewis McCoy, who's one of the coaches, and... What's your name again?
Chisholm.
Oh, all right. And your position with Georgia Elite is what?
The head coach.
All right. Talk about how you got started with Georgia Elite. Where did it begin?
Actually began last year.
Okay.
We was originally Trojan Elite.
Really?
Yes. So the vision was to have athletes from around the community, which included Carroll County, which is Villa Rica, Temple, Bowden. We wanted Bremen, and we also wanted the city of Carrollton. Gotcha. That way we can all come together and run as one team and wasn't representing a school.
I got you.
So with the vision, like I said, from last year, we had 20 kids to compete last year. Mm-hmm. So this year we doubled that, ended up having 46 athletes.
Awesome.
To participate this year.
I got you. Do you guys go out and scout or?
No, sir.
Okay. So really they can just sign up.
Yes.
And so with the training that you give, you usually look for a gem or a diamond in the rough, basically, as you're training. Okay.
Yes,
what is that process like for you all?
Well, for us, we also coach spring track.
Okay.
So normally some of our athletes come from us from running spring track, which normally we have 150 kids.
Wow.
But of course, with those parents, they don't like the heat.
Oh,
so only
only
the strong survive during the summer.
I got you. So what is the focus? What are you guys' focus?
The focus is always getting the nationals.
But got you.
One thing, and like I said, we have Kayla, which is the prime example, is the opportunity to get kids exposed.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially if they're trying to continue their education. So with the summer and going to most of these track meets, it gets them exposed to colleges to look at that way in the recruiting stage. Okay. It helps build that up.
Okay, got you. Can you explain to us what the USATF is? Do you know right off top? And AAU. How does that work? Is it kind of governed by that?
Yes, you have
laws,
that.
there are rules that you guys have to follow.
Yes, USATF normally follow like the Olympic rules. Then you have the AAU, which is like the amateur athlete committee.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, mostly with AAU, they try to break it down where kids go run by their age group, which is like 9-year-olds run with 9-year-olds.
Okay, then.
Then you have the USATF that treat it just like Olympic style.
Okay, then. Are there ever any exceptions at all to the rules?
You have some. I mean, everything is a requirement.
The reason I say that, my son's a big kid, so Nico is 11. He's ready to be 12.
Okay.
So he's still playing. He was playing 10U, and then they moved him up to 11U, but then they still try to push him back in. I felt like they was cheating because the boy can play. He too darn big. Yeah, So, so in a situation like that.
Well, you consider that basketball. See, with track and field, your age group is your age group. So, like on the AAU side, whatever age you're turning by the end of December is what age group you'll be in, regardless of your size.
Okay, I got
and
you.
USATF, they're combined the age group. So you will have 9, 10 run together, 11, 12 run together.
I got you. Is this considered nonprofit? A nonprofit organization? Okay. Do you guys accept donations?
Yes, we do.
Really? You guys thrive off of donations?
Yes,
pretty
we do.
much. Okay, cool.
Always looking for sponsors to help, especially with the traveling to the Nationals. So Nationals next year, which will be on USATF, we're trying to go to Oregon.
Come on. Talk
so,
that talk.
Yes. So, yes, trying to get our athletes to Oregon next year.
And that'd be great exposure to them, too.
Yeah, especially after watching the World Championship.
Absolutely.
Track and field.
Yeah.
We're all excited. We was excited before we came down here. So we was already like this. That's our goal.
Right now, y'all over at North Carolina A&T competing,
yes, sir.
Correct? So y'all are competing with people pretty much
all over the United States.
Wow, that's awesome.
To the point where you have 116 kids in one event.
Wow.
Yes, I think Kayla competed against 100 kids, 103 maybe.
Something like that.
Athletes. So to become in the top 8 out of 100.
Come on, girl.
10 kids.
Give you a hand clap.
To become an All-American.
For sure.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's big. That's wonderful. So, Louis, as your role, what is your role with Georgia Elite, my brother?
Well, actually, I'm just, like I said, I'm an assistant coach.
Okay.
I help in any area that I possibly can. You know what I mean? So whatever the head coach asks me to do, I try to be there.
You there to assist.
I assist, you know what I mean? I try to follow protocol.
Sure. Are you very vocal?
Probably too vocal at times.
Well, most coaches, that's why I said that, right?
I mean, I guess for me, I'm still old school.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess trying to change those ways gets kind of hard sometimes.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Especially with these new age kids and these new age parents. Yeah.
Well, you heard it right here first on the Rouse Cloud podcast. So would you say that's some of the challenges that you guys face as coaches?
Yes.
Still have to deal with the parents, the
Yeah.
micromanaging of the parents.
On a daily basis. I mean, but I think for us, and I can't say this for the coaching staff that we have.
Sure.
And a majority of the parents, they buy into the system. You know what I mean? They buy into what we're trying to teach their kids.
Sure.
Now, you're always going to have those that are going to doubt, what you do or whatever.
Sure.
But, even those doubters, man, the naysayers, you have to keep moving.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's difficult.
Oh, yeah, but
sure
the results
difficult.
speak for themselves.
Yeah. They got to be so happy.
Oh, yeah.
That'll help them back away, too, once they see, hey, these kids, they doing it. Man.
Right.
So how has competition been going for you guys thus far since you guys have been here?
Oh, it's actually been going great.
Okay, all right.
Like, as of right now, we have 3 All-Americans.
Come on now.
So, yesterday,
Kayla being one.
And then a newcomer, Jaden Rowe.
Okay.
7-8-year-old. She placed 7th in the shot put for girls.
Right on.
And then I call her my Cinderella because she came in far as the performance list, number 26 going in overall for best jump.
Oh, come on.
And finish up 3rd place with a new PR today at Zoe Hutton. So that was also
that's awesome.
a surprise and good.
Yeah. So it looks like they're performing at a high level in every event.
Yeah.
What event would you say, and you might not want to divulge of this information, but if you want to, what is your weakest event, you guys, right now? What do you guys see where you guys are the weakest at in any event?
To be honest with you, from my opinion,
sure.
I don't really see us having a weak event.
Come on now, talk it.
Because the way I look at it, all of our kids in each event that they participate in, man, they participate at the highest level.
Yeah.
We always have kids in each event that's going to excel.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I really don't see us having a weak event, whether it's a field event or a running event. You know,
Yes,
we have kids that really truly compete.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence.
They
I love
compete.
it, brother.
So
Yes, sir.
you just never know what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you can tell pretty much how the kids perform just based off of how the coaches. You guys were pretty adamant, like, hell, we ain't weak at nothing. Hey, you can say whatever you want to ask me. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. We are not weak at nothing.
nah.
Well, one
that's
thing I
dope.
can say, all 10 coaches
Yeah,
have competed in track and field.
Yeah.
makes a difference.
It does. So, I mean, we have our triple jumper,
Mm-hmm.
which is also her uncle,
Oh,
Kevin Dix.
okay, okay.
We have our thrower coach, which is Coach MJ, Michael MJ Hilbert.
Okay, okay.
He does our throw and disc, shot put and disc.
Sure.
We have our hurdle coach,
Yeah.
which is Jamie Henderson.
Okay.
And like I said, we have our long jump coaches, which is Lewis McCoy, Kayla Pinkard, Darrell Pinkard.
Come on here. I love,
We have a high jump coach, which is
Yeah.
also Keisha Pinkard,
I love it.
Jamie Henderson.
Yeah.
And then you have our sprint coaches when you bring in myself, Lewis, and then we have Mike Spalding.
Yes, sir. Y'all got everything.
That's the
Y'all
whole.
got-
That was the whole plan to balance it all out.
I love it.
So if one missing, we always have coaches that step
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And don't forget our distant coaches.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. My
Okay.
distant coach,
Okay.
which is Tristan and Malaria.
Okay.
So we have to.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. That's so awesome, man. Y'all got an arsenal then.
Yeah.
Y'all ready. Y'all
Oh, yeah.
y'all didn't come to play.
Try to keep it full for us.
Yeah,
Try to keep it
yeah.
full for us. But you know, the thing that I like about it the most, you know, and I'm not trying to toot their horns because they're here.
Nah, go ahead.
But it's awesome when you have parents like these two guys sitting behind me, man, that just step in and do what they do.
Absolutely.
Because true enough, they have 3 kids there, and they could, you know, really take their time and their energy and put it towards their kids.
Sure.
But they don't operate like that.
Sure.
You know, they step in and help wherever help is needed. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's a great thing, man. You don't find many parents like that.
No, you don't.
Because, you know, you're going to have those parents that's only about their kid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care nothing about any other kids, but they're not like that, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what makes it so awesome, man.
Yeah, that's good. You're surrounded by true leaders. There.
True leaders, man.
Yeah, that's
True
beautiful,
leaders.
man. That's absolutely beautiful. So listen, how long has this organization been around? How long has this organization been
Well, this organization, like I said, started in February. That's when we made it
Okay,
official.
so all right, so okay, now you're helping me out. All right, so there's been a transition.
Yeah, that's what I said. We was formerly known
I
as
understand.
Trojan League.
Okay, we don't even have to talk about that.
We're
Okay,
not.
so we right here. This is beautiful, and we gonna leave it right there. Okay. So your success rate when it comes to students going to college, like we alluded to earlier, we have Kayla who's getting ready to go.
And
What
we
is your
also
success
have
rate?
one more, Kareem
Mm.
Nazine. He's going
Okay.
in the pole vault. So we, like I said, we have based out everywhere. So with
Has
this
he
being-
already committed?
Yes.
Or what colleges he's going to? Do you know right off top? Anybody know? Right
Hines.
off top?
It's Hines,
Okay.
which I think they associated with FAMU. So he'll
Oh.
end up eventually going there.
Beautiful, beautiful. You be
Yes.
down there with the Rattlers then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
So we
it.
got 2 going in the Florida area.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Right down the street.
Right
down the street. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. This is beautiful because the other athletes will see
Mhm.
them doing it and they'll be like, well, if they can do it, we can too.
Right. We got
And with
3
the-
more seniors coming up.
See
so
what I'm
that,
saying? Yeah.
that'll
So
help.
looks like y'all gonna have 100% success rate then.
Yeah.
As it's looking right now.
Yes.
So this is beautiful, man. You guys have built a superpower, a team here with these track stars that who knows, we may see Kayla running in the Olympics.
Oh, that's the plan.
That's the goal, yeah.
That's the plan.
So that's a beautiful thing. You know, we hear about Snoop Dogg and his team and what they
Right.
do, and a lot of them went to the NFL.
Right.
So you guys are going to produce the same thing. I just believe that. So, well, we just going to say it right now that that's what's going to happen for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And so, we'll transition and we'll talk to Kayla right now. So, Kayla, what has your experience been like since you've been with this organization?
It's hard to say because, I mean, we're new, but it's feel like we've been an organization forever. Like, I remember running when I was smaller, but I took a break, and then it just felt like I never left. It just picked back up in the same spot, kept training, kept pushing for goals, and going to nationals.
Yeah. So you started running when you were younger. At what age did you start getting into track and field?
Say probably like 7, 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Around that time.
I love it. So I'm sure you love field day and everything else. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
right
always
on.
on everyone's team.
Yeah.
I want Kayla. Give me Kayla.
So I gotta ask you, because your mother and father is so involved, who's the toughest?
Oh.
And they right in here too. So I know I put you on the
It
spot.
really depends because, oh God.
That boy ain't right in.
My dad will tell me what I want to hear,
Sure.
but not what I need to hear. But my mom's gonna tell me what I need to hear regardless.
Okay.
So,
Daddy gonna say, "Baby, go ahead. You're
Yeah.
doing fine."
buying shoes and insoles and
Ooh,
all.
she put
kinds
Daddy
of
on the
stuff.
spot, ain't she?
He asked the question. I'm answering.
That's a daddy's
I love
girl.
it. That's
a
daddy's girl, ain't it? Oh man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So they both help with
Yeah.
your development and have been
Yes.
from the beginning. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. So, when did you win your first medal, Kayla?
Oh God, first medal.
Yeah.
I would probably say the first year I started track, like 7, 8. Like
Yeah.
I at least had one.
Okay.
And I might not remember it, but that's kind of foggy.
I got you. I'm taking you way back.
Yeah. I'm getting too old.
I got you. She said she getting too old. Darn.
That's a tough one.
That's a
ain't it?
tough one, ain't it? She getting old. Whoa. So what was the most thing, what about disappointments? And how do you come back from those disappointments? What do you do?
They're really hard. I've been working on it. It's my mental is definitely top. You got to be mentally ready before you can be
Yes.
physically ready.
Yes.
So really disappointments. I get down on myself a lot. Like if I don't PR, like I competed yesterday, and everyone's like, "Good job, congratulations." I was standing on the podium. I didn't want to hear
Yeah,
it. They didn't
yeah.
really have to give me the medal.
Sure.
I was looking for a ribbon,
Yeah.
but I really just have to pick myself back up. I know I can do better,
Yeah.
and just wait for the next opportunity.
Yeah,
so
I love the
can
fact
do
that you
better.
give yourself that pep talk. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You tell yourself, "Hey, listen, I got to get back out here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not happy. Thank you, but I can do better.
Yeah.
I know I can." That's good. What do you have to say to other athletes if they're having that same situation? They're having a hard time. Although you've been able to bounce back, what would you say to a teammate that's having a hard time kind of getting themselves out of the muck and getting it together?
For a teammate, I would have to say for me on my journey, you really have to know yourself and know like what helps you, what hurts you. Once you analyze yourself, you got all the playing cards out. You just figure out how you move past it. You just got to put it behind you, keep working, and it's going to get better.
Right on. True leader. True leader. So what is a day like for you, Kayla, when it comes to what's preparation like for you? When it comes to taking care of your body, when it comes to exercise, and what do you do on a daily?
Probably shouldn't say this
Uh-oh.
as an athlete. I
Okay.
mean, preparation, I'm really one of those people like I just want to get out there and go.
Okay.
But recently, like my body's changing. Like you
Yeah.
got to stretch, you got
Yes.
to ice, you got to warm up really, really, really good.
Yes.
So I've been trying to get down a good warm up routine so
Sure.
I can stay away from injuries and all that.
Yeah. What about diet?
I don't have one.
You don't.
Oh, I really need to get one.
I got you. I wanted to ask because I know sometimes younger athletes, their metabolism is so high, and they're still young. But
Right.
I wanted to ask you that. So, what do you eat? What do you drink? Do you drink enough water? Would you say, or do you need to?
I probably need to drink more water.
At
I'm more of
least you're
a
honest.
juice person.
Okay.
It's not really heavy into sodas and everything.
Sure. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But you got to kind of watch that juice too.
Yeah,
'cause
sugar.
A lot of sugar in
Yeah.
that too. That's good too. What's your best when it comes to brand name, brand shoes. What's your favorite brand to wear and why?
I would have to say Nike. I mean, it's pretty generic, but Nike, like,
nice. It's what you like.
yeah, it's what I like. And like, I have weird like feet, so I have high arches, and the shoes, like, let me see, Adidas or Under Armour, like they won't fit my foot the right way, so I have to get the Nike.
Sure. When it comes to service, have you done anything service-wise in the community?
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about that because that's a very important piece. Let's talk about some of the things you've done to serve the community.
Really, we do like clothes donations, canned food drives. Trying to think what else we do.
Listen, you're doing your
food.
part.
Yeah.
You're doing your part.
Yeah.
And it sounds like collectively as a team, you guys are implementing this so far as giving back to the community the best way you can.
Right.
That's cool. That's beautiful. And I ask you those questions because, hey, you getting ready to go to Florida State.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Are you excited? You can call me yes, sir. It's all good. I'm always all good. Ain't no denying it, you know?
Right.
So you committed to Florida State. What were you doing the moment that you found out that was happening? Now, I must say, when I read your bio, you got quite a few schools that was coming at you. So how did you narrow it down and say Florida State? Or did Florida State just say, well, it sounds like all of them wanted you, but how did you narrow that down and make your decision?
It was really hard. Once they started rolling in, it was like I didn't have time to think.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Florida State actually wasn't my last visit. I still had more after that to go see.
Yeah.
But I think the factor that determined all of it was the visit, the people, it was just lingering in my mind the whole time I was at a different school, which I'm supposed to be here looking for this school, but I'm still thinking about Florida State.
Yes, so you headed to Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah.
The best school in the nation.
What are you talking? Oh, you must be a fan.
Yep.
Best school in the nation. See, the deal was, me and Kayla had talked.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't tell her parents.
Oh, you didn't tell her parents?
No.
Okay,
We didn't
so
tell
that's
them
how
parents.
that went.
Yeah, so when she chose it, when she came out with choosing Florida State, she texted me and told me I did it.
And you was just cheering on too, wasn't you?
I already knew.
My girl, yes.
My girl.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to Florida State.
FSU, baby.
Now, who's the head coach? Who's that head coach down there? You know right off top?
I can't think.
It's okay if you can't think of his name. It's okay. I just wanted to ask you, are you excited?
I am excited. Kind of nervous.
Really?
But
Have you met everybody? Have you met everybody yet? The coaching staff and
I've met some of the coaching staff.
Okay.
Not all of them, and then some of the teammates and stuff. Yeah.
That's a beautiful campus too. It's large.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a ball down there running. We're looking for you to do some great things, Kayla. And if nobody else tell you, I know your parents tell you and everybody else tell you, but I'm gonna tell you, super proud of you.
Thank you.
Young sister, keep pushing, keep doing your thing. And I'm going to be happy to say that Kayla Pinkard was on this platform.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And these are the things that we like to celebrate here at the Ross Cloud Podcast. But before we go, I would love for one of those parents, the mother or the father, to please come over here. Look at Daddy. Daddy said, baby, come on. Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
Have fun.
So, Mom, I gotta ask you. You're looking at your child at this very moment. You can move in a little closer. Yeah, at this very moment, and I'm sure I know Dad is proud, and I just want to hear Dad giving thumbs up. Absolutely, but I want to know from Mom. What are you feeling like right now, knowing that your daughter is getting ready to go and run for Florida State? When you think about, the hardships, the ups and downs and the tough times, I just want to hear from Mama. I hope we don't make you cry, but tell you to make for a great show. She's about to start that shit.
Trying to hold it in.
But I just want to hear from you. What does it feel like for you, knowing that your daughter is getting ready to go run for Florida State?
Well, I'm super proud of her. And now that it's getting closer, I'm getting a little like, oh my God, my baby is leaving.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for her because I know
Sure.
that she's destined for a lot of great things.
Yes.
You know, we've raised her the best that we could. And I think she has all the tools that she needs to be successful in the classroom and on the track.
Yes, yes. And you know what? We didn't talk about that much, but I must say your GPA was what when you graduated?
3.7.
See what I'm saying? That's beautiful. And you had to keep that going if you was expected to run, period, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome, man. So how important is that overall for students and athletes to make sure that they keep their grades up, and why?
It really just helps you. I mean, you got to keep good grades and everything. At the end of the day, you might not always be an athlete, but you still have to go somewhere and provide for yourself and work and do all that. But really just being a student first, it helps you keep organized and plan all your stuff out. And it really helps you understand track more because you break it down and not just, I'm going out here to run. If you really break it down, the sport, it helps you more.
Yeah, that was a great answer too. You answered the question perfectly, because all of those things, the tools that you need to be a great student, they're gonna carry over right into you being a great athlete. So, Mom, what was it like for you as you were pushing Kayla as she was? What about those moments?
Well,
Are you a yellow mom? Go ahead. I'm just asking. Yeah,
I was. Well, I guess by the time she got in, fifth grade, when they actually started to get grades.
Sure.
Like, it was a standard. Like, she couldn't have anything less than an A. And she didn't understand that at first. Because, like, she did get a B. She got an 89. And I was, like, ready to just...
I thought I was getting kicked
choke
out.
She said kicked out.
And I think that's where a lot of our kids are missing the mark, because
please,
they don't realize that your grades matter. Like, I don't care how good you are on the field, on the court. Just talking to the recruiters, that's the first thing they want to know. Like, what are your grades? Like, they didn't ask her about her jumping or anything else. We need to see your grades.
Yeah.
So I just kept pushing and made sure she stayed on that path, and it just became a standard. So after a while, like, I didn't have to get on her about her work, make sure you're doing this. Like, she knew, like, my parents expect this. So
absolutely. What was it like keeping her the balance? Bringing the balance in the house, making sure, hey, okay, you got study time this time, you got practice at this time, and then mom and dad, the time that you guys need for yourselves. How did you guys balance home life and all? How did you guys juggle all that? Because that's a lot. So I want to know from your perspective, how did you guys do that from a day-to-day basis?
It's a little difficult because we spend a good majority of our time at the track. Like, that's just our life. And so now it's going to be a little bit different because she's gone, and it's just like, okay, so what are we going to do now? I mean, we still have, we can go see her or whatever. But, I have younger kids, so now we got to balance that. And I got to make sure they're on the right path. So it's difficult, but I think once she got a little older, I didn't have to micromanage her life. Like, she would study on her own. Like, I didn't have to say, Kayla, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Right.
As far as, like, practice and work ethic, they just kind of develop over time. You have to just let them grow and figure it out. Because, I would just say, you're not going to get any better sitting on the couch. It's somebody else working while you're sleeping. So I would say those little things, and I just go on about my day. And then finally, she came in one day and was like, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm like,
okay.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. Right. I love that. And so as a head coach, how does that make you feel to know that you have parents that are backing you up? Like, why, like, it's one thing when you're a coach, right? And, we know that it's not just, you have practice, but the work begins once you really leave practice. It's constant. So how does that make you feel as a coach when you hear stories like this?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's a awesome feeling to the point where I don't even consider myself a head coach anymore. I kind of have we have a board now that kind of develop.
Yeah, I got
so,
you. Yeah.
And this board is so strong that they keep the coaches in check.
I got you.
So when they motivate one, they motivate the whole team.
That's beautiful.
They gave themselves their own title.
Yeah.
So sometimes when people say who's the head coach, I really don't know
who's the head coach.
So that's why now, I want to make a correction. The family that we have.
Yeah.
I really don't like to use the word head coach.
Okay.
I'm going to say that because with all our coaches, like we said earlier, we all step up.
Yes.
The love and respect that we have for each other, that to put a title on someone as a head or assistant, I don't like to use those words.
I got you.
Because to me, we're all coaches and we do what we do to make the team great. Because I said with our moms, oh my gosh, if you met our moms. Now this is, as you can tell, the academic advisor.
Yes, I believe that. Yes.
Now, if our HR that we call was here, HR wasn't able to make it, but she was the person that sent snap bags for all the kids.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, they basically come, and we missing a few that's here, but I didn't tell everyone about this to be a surprise.
I got you.
But they've already telling me what we are going to do. Not what I'm going to do, but what we are going to do. So that's one thing I can say about this group. There's no, what's the saying, little I's, big U's.
Yeah.
We are all, I can honestly say, like Kayla was trying to say, we are family.
Yes. Absolutely.
We are family.
That's exactly what I was about to say. You guys have created a family environment that will stand the test of time. And it will continue to do just like this even when Kayla's gone. It'll continue to do this.
She set the standard. I can be honest with you. Yeah. She set the standard even before this was established. I can honestly say, to be honest with you, she's one of the main reasons this really was established.
Yeah.
So, like I said, then when COVID hit, it was a shutdown.
Sure.
But we was all still there supporting her even before we became this team.
Understood. I got you.
I mean, when you get invited to the college announcement, your family.
Absolutely, right?
And you come in and help.
Absolutely.
With not being asked. Yeah. I mean, it's just, we're a family, and the same thing for anyone on the team, like anyone that needs help. You don't even have to ask. That's just how.
Just do it.
So I can say she started something here.
Yeah.
And we're going to make sure we continue.
Yeah.
What was started.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and close up because this has been pretty organic. This has been dope. Is there anything else you want to say, Kayla? I tell you what, this platform was created to motivate and to inspire. So let's do this. I would love it if you would say something to that next athlete that's coming up in your own words. Be as creative as you like to be with your own words to inspire another youth that's coming up. To do something great. It doesn't matter what it is, if you would, okay?
I would just say, just keep pushing. There's always going to be people out there that doubt you, that try to get on your bad side, try to make you fall. You just got to get up, keep pushing, and try to reach your goals.
I love it. So can you tell the folks how they can contact you guys and how they can follow you guys? You got a Instagram page, Facebook page?
We have a Facebook page.
Okay, so how can
I'm still old school a little bit.
It's all good. Trust me.
We're working on that, but we have a Facebook page.
Okay, tell the folks tell us about.
So on the Facebook page, it is West Georgia Elite Panthers.
Okay, then cool.
Yeah.
So how can the folks donate to the nonprofit organization? How can
they can reach out to me through email.
Okay, then. And what's the email?
It's a long email.
Go ahead and give it to us.
It is West Georgia Elite Panthers 22@gmail.com.
Beautiful. Listen, I hope you guys have heard something on today that could help you become a better you. And thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're right here in North Carolina, then make your way over to North Carolina A&T and check out. These youngsters running over there. I'm telling you. But before we go, hey, what happened today on the field? What happened over there? Before I close, I gotta ask that because something happened.
Well, we probably need to get Louis McCoy back up here
Yeah,
because he was in the mix.
Yes. I know he was. Come on, Louis.
But before he comes, I can just say that before that incident started, the track meet was going pretty good.
Sure.
I just think with temperatures, and it was hot.
Yes.
It was hot. And I just think with the crowd being as big and nothing against the school. They did their best far as security wise, but just some things was just a little too tight.
I got you.
So I just think temperatures just got a little heated, and it just went more left than what it needed to go.
Sure. Did you guys have to end the competition?
Yes, we did. They ended early.
Oh, wow.
I think the last event we was trying to finish up was the 11-year-old girls 100-meter dash. So we still had to go through 17, 18.
Wow.
So we missed out. Kids are missing out on the 400.
Yeah.
A lot of the field events didn't get finished. So, but they revised the schedule.
Yeah.
But it was put away. A lot of kids were traumatized today.
Sure.
So you may have a lot of athletes that's not even coming back to compete. So so whatever really was the cause of the situation.
Sure.
I hope, and I'm saying this as a parent also, as a coach.
Please do.
You have traumatized a lot of the athletes because you have athletes that do not want to come and compete. And if they did compete, they're probably going to be too scared thinking that something else is going to happen because you had kids that got separated from their parents.
Yeah.
Because they was all trying to run.
Wow.
And I'm going to let Louis speak on this because between Louis and one of our other coaches and one of our athletes was in the middle of it.
Oh, wow.
So thinking about that athlete, he's okay.
He's okay.
By the grace of God. But
it's a little traumatizing.
Yeah, and then when you have another parent that I had to keep calm down because it was their athlete. I mean, their child, and they're over here. Because imagine how the dad, I mean, I can go by what the dad was thinking. He was trying to worry about his oldest son, but he has his wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
Over here trying to figure out, what do I do?
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Louis speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a terrible situation. You know, sad situation.
Absolutely.
But as she was saying, you know, one of our athletes had just got through running the 100, and we were actually getting him and getting ready to go back over to where we were sitting in the stands.
Sure.
And we seen the first melee break out, so we stopped walking.
Yeah.
And the kids were trampling over people and adults. They went out. When they went outside of the gate, we thought it was over with.
Yeah.
So we proceeded to start back walking again.
Yeah.
And as soon as we got to the area where it broke out at, it broke out again. So when it broke out, we were stuck between 2 walls. Just so happened we were right at the end of the wall. So when it broke out, I had my hands on my athlete's shoulder.
Yeah.
And they started coming this way. The whole crowd, just running over people. So I almost slipped. And when I almost slipped, I caught myself. And I was trying to pull him back. But I just had to reach down and grab him and pick him up. And I turned around and rolled myself around and put myself on the wall and started sliding down the wall. Wow. And the other coach that was with me, he slid down the wall. We both got up against the wall. And the whole crowd, man, they were running over old people, kids. It didn't matter.
I got you.
You know, it was a terrible situation.
Sure
and
was.
Like she was saying earlier, no knock on what they're doing and how they've done things, but you can't close people into a small confinement. They had everybody closed into a small area, man. Everybody's trying to get through this one small
area.
And it's hot. And you didn't want to open up the big gate to let people in and out. You know, you got to have to give people an opportunity to be able to circulate without having to be all up under each other.
Sure.
And I think, you know, we don't know the truth of what truly happened.
I got you.
There are different things that they said happened. There's different rumors.
Sure.
And we don't know. We probably will never know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a sad situation that it turned out the way it did.
Sure.
Because the meet was going great, I mean, but I don't know, and I'm just going to say it like it is, and I have to be honest about how I feel.
Sure.
I hope and pray that they find out who started all this and who was fighting or who was doing whatever they were doing.
And fix it. Yeah.
Whoever started this, whoever got this whole melee started, need to be banned.
Mm-hmm.
And AAU really needs to look at how they are doing things as far as coordinating, because again, you had vendors sitting up their tents in spots where they should have been. They should have never been up under the bleachers.
Yes.
And then you had people, when you come in, putting down the tarps right in the middle of the concourse where you had to walk at. So the walking areas got very limited.
Sure.
So when you limit your walking space and people are beginning to rub shoulder to shoulder, nose to nose, what's going to happen? Sooner or later, it's going to cause a melee. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? And so
happened.
And it happened twice, man. And the police came in, and it was a terrible situation. So in the end, they closed the track meet down for the day today.
I got you.
Which is not good.
You guys are going to be able to run tomorrow, though, am I right?
But see, that's the problem. You're going to be able to run tomorrow, but with them closing it down today, means they're going to add stuff on for the next couple of days to try to make up for what they missed out on today, which is going to make the days even longer. See?
And stressful for the athletes.
But the sad part about it is you have people, like she said, that are athletes that are not coming back.
Yeah, that's the other part.
Because they've been traumatized.
Yeah.
And those kids, man, I mean, even the kid, our kid, I mean, he was just shaking, man. He was, because if I wouldn't have picked him up,
he would have been trampled.
Oh, badly.
Hurt bad.
Very badly.
Yeah.
Because nobody cared.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
Well, I thank you for shedding light on that situation. And hopefully, if someone hears this that has the power to make those changes, that those changes are put in place. Because it's important that our kids are in a safe environment where they can still enjoy doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And also for the family and the coaches, too.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for sharing that with us and telling us that. And we'll send out prayers for those that have been traumatized by that situation. We see this happening a lot, all over the world. And so we're gonna keep them in prayer.
Yes.
Gonna hold them up in prayer, and hopefully, again, someone, AAU, get it together. Y'all got to fix it, baby. All right.
They have to.
Yes.
And sorry, but they need to get some of the AAU people need to adjust their attitudes.
Well, there it is.
And realize it's not about them, it's about the kids.
Well, there it is. Well, you've heard. You've heard. No filter. I love it. Hey, don't take the headsets off of them. And the
now you see why we have our committee.
No me.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Listen, I hope you guys have heard something again to help you guys become a better you. And listen, AAU, come on, man. Get your stuff together now. We got to get this thing right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So listen, guys. I hope you guys, again, have heard something to motivate and to inspire you. And shout out again to Kayla Pinkard.
Yeah.
We are super, super proud of you, sister. Shout out to her parents, dope individuals, and we're so glad that parents like that still exist. And we're very, very happy. And this is black family, so I love it. Doggone it. I doggone love it. Yes, sir. It's a beautiful black family. I'm going to say it again. With a black daddy and a black mom. Show enough. Yes, sir. So listen, this is the Ross Cloud Podcast. Keep making it great. And have a great day. Peace.